Memories are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives. They hold the laughter of cherished moments and the sting of old wounds, shaping who we are and how we see the world. But what happens when the threads become chains, binding us to a past we can't seem to escape? Why do these echoes of yesterday grip us so tightly? And how can we learn to loosen their hold? Take a deep breath. Pause. Have you ever felt as though you're running in place, weighed down by the shadows of what once was? Imagine, for a moment, what life could look like if you stepped out of that shadow into the light of the present moment. The answer lies within you, waiting to be uncovered. Let us explore the timeless wisdom, transformative insights, and actionable tools that will guide you toward reclaiming your peace and purpose. Your journey begins here. Are you ready to take the first step? If you find these insights meaningful, don't miss out on more content like this. Hit the subscribe button now and join a community dedicated to personal growth, mindfulness, and living fully in the present. The universal struggle with the past. Memories are a double-edged sword. On one hand, they remind us of love, connection, and growth. On the other, they can serve as chains, binding us to regrets, pain, and mistakes. Why do we cling to them? Why do certain memories replay in our minds, sometimes for years, as though refusing to be forgotten? In Buddhist philosophy, this phenomenon is tied to attachment and the mind's habit of grasping at impermanent things. When we cling to the past, we attempt to anchor ourselves to something transient, creating suffering in the process. Yet, within this challenge lies an opportunity, the chance to cultivate awareness, let go of attachments, and live with greater freedom. Expanding upon this, it becomes clear that memories hold such power over us because they are intertwined with our sense of identity. We define ourselves not only by who we are in the present, but also by who we have been. Memories shape the stories we tell ourselves about our lives. They influence our decisions, relationships, and aspirations. The joyous ones provide a sense of comfort and belonging, while the painful ones offer lessons and warnings. However, when we become overly attached to these narratives, we risk becoming prisoners of our past experiences. This imprisonment often manifests as anxiety, fear, or a reluctance to embrace change. Modern psychology complements this understanding by emphasizing the role of the subconscious mind. Unresolved memories, particularly those associated with trauma or regret, tend to linger because the mind seeks resolution. These unresolved threads of the past can keep us stuck in cycles of rumination, as the brain's natural problem-solving mechanism continuously tries to make sense of what happened. Ironically, the more we replay these memories, the more deeply they become ingrained, reinforcing the very chains we wish to escape. Buddhist teachings offer practical methods to address this struggle. Mindfulness, for instance, encourages us to observe our thoughts without judgment. By cultivating a state of presence, we can witness memories as they arise and acknowledge them without becoming entangled. Meditation practices, such as those focusing on impermanence, help us internalize the truth that all things mindful and pleasing and permanent come and go. This understanding can loosen the grip of the past, enabling us to approach our memories with compassion rather than resistance. Additionally, the practice of forgiveness plays a pivotal role. Forgiving ourselves and others for past actions does not mean condoning harmful behavior. Rather, it signifies a conscious decision to release the emotional burden tied to those memories. Forgiveness creates space for healing and renewal, allowing us to move forward unshackled by the weight of resentment or guilt. Consider the story of Mira, a woman haunted by a mistake she made years ago in her career. She had missed a crucial deadline, leading to the loss of an important client. For years, the memory replayed in her mind, fueling self-doubt and holding her back from pursuing new opportunities. Through mindfulness practices, Mira began to observe this memory without judgment. She recognized that her identity was not defined by a single event, and that clinging to the regret only perpetuated her suffering. Over time, she practiced forgiving herself and reframing the memory as a lesson rather than a failure. This shift allowed her to approach her career with renewed confidence and an openness to growth, transforming what once felt like a chain into a stepping stone. The struggle with the past is universal because it touches on fundamental aspects of the human condition. Our need for meaning, our fear of loss, and our desire for continuity. Yet, as challenging as it may be, this struggle also holds immense potential for growth. When we learn to navigate our memories with wisdom and grace, we transform them from chains into stepping stones. They become tools for self-awareness, guiding us toward a life rooted in the present moment. A life where freedom and fulfillment are no longer distant aspirations, but lived realities. A story from the Buddha's time, Angulimala's redemption. The tale of Angulimala. Imagine a man whose very name struck fear into the hearts of an entire kingdom. Angulimala, a ruthless figure of terror. His moniker, Quarbonanjola, meaning garland of fingers, symbolized the horrifying necklace he crafted from the severed fingers of his victims. He was a legend of brutality, whispered about in dread and sorrow. But Angulimala was not always a figure of terror. He began his life as a kind-hearted, intelligent boy, beloved by his family and respected by his community. So, what transformed this innocent child into a feared murderer? Angulimala's descent into darkness was not a sudden fall, but a gradual erosion of his moral compass. Misguided trust, manipulation by others, and the weight of anger and despair shaped his path. A malicious mentor twisted his innate talents and ambitions into tools of violence. Over time, his sense of self eroded, and he became a prisoner of his own actions, spiraling deeper into the cycle of suffering he inflicted on others. How often do we see similar dynamics in our own lives or the lives of those around us? Small choices, influenced by pain, anger, or confusion, can snowball into consequences far beyond what we ever anticipated. Angulimala's story resonates because it holds up a mirror to humanity's potential for both error and redemption. Redemption through the Buddha. Angulimala's life reached its nadir when he crossed paths with the Buddha. This meeting was no coincidence. It was a moment of profound karmic significance. Instead of fleeing from the killer as others did, the Buddha faced him with unflinching calm. His courage was matched only by his compassion. Where others saw a monster, the Buddha saw a man consumed by suffering, a soul in desperate need of guidance. Angulimala, wielding his weapon and prepared to attack, was confronted by an unusual phenomenon. No matter how fast he pursued the Buddha, he could not catch up. Exhausted and perplexed, he demanded, "Why do you not stop?" The Buddha's response was simple yet profound. "I have stopped. Angulimala, it is you who have not stopped." These words struck Angulimala with the force of a revelation. He was stopped in his tracks, not by physical barriers but by the truth in the Buddha's words. It was a moment of self-realization. Angulimala's relentless pursuit of violence was a reflection of his inner turmoil, and his inability to stop symbolized his enslavement to his past choices and desires. In that instant, Angulimala's world shifted. For the first time in years, he saw himself not as a victim of circumstances or a creature of rage, but as someone capable of change. The Buddha extended not judgment, but compassion. Through their dialogue, Angulimala was guided to confront his actions, embrace accountability, and open himself to the possibility of redemption. Rejecting his violent past, Angulimala renounced his former life and became a monk. His transformation was not merely a surface change, it was a profound internal shift. Over time, he devoted himself to meditation and spiritual practice, ultimately attaining enlightenment. His journey stands as a testament to the power of compassion and the capacity for human beings to rise above even the darkest aspects of their nature. Key lessons. 1. The past does not define us. Angulimala's transformation teaches that no matter how grave our mistakes, we can choose to rewrite our narrative. Our past is not a prison, it is a foundation for growth and learning. 2. Compassion heals. The Buddha's unwavering compassion was the catalyst for Angulimala's redemption. It highlights the transformative power of empathy, not only for others but also for ourselves. By offering compassion instead of judgment, we create the space for healing and growth. 3. Focus on the present. Angulimala's journey underscores the importance of living in the present. True transformation begins when we shift our focus from regrets about the past or anxieties about the future to the here and now. It is in the present moment that healing and self-discovery become possible. The modern relevance of Angulimala's story. Angulimala's story transcends time and culture. It speaks to universal truths about human fallibility, resilience, and the potential for redemption. In a world where individuals are often judged solely by their worst actions, this tale reminds us of the profound power of second chances. It challenges us to consider how we might view those who have faltered and how we too might find the courage to embrace change. The story of Angulimala is not just a tale of redemption, it is a call to action. It urges us to see the humanity in others, to extend compassion where it is least expected, and to believe in the transformative power of love and understanding. Above all, it inspires us to recognize that, like Angulimala, we all possess the capacity to turn our lives toward the light, no matter how dark the path we have walked may seem. The nature of memories. Why do some memories linger vividly in our minds, replaying themselves like a movie on repeat, while others fade into the background as time passes? The reasons lie in the profound connection between memory, emotion, and identity. These elements interact in complex ways, shaping not only how we remember, but also who we are. Understanding this intricate dynamic is essential for uncovering why certain memories haunt us and how we can transform our relationship with the past. Emotional weight, the magnetism of painful memories. Painful memories often carry intense emotional charges that make them resistant to fading. Emotions such as guilt, anger, or sadness act like an adhesive, binding these memories tightly to our consciousness. These emotional experiences don't just stay in the mind, they leave physiological traces in the body. Neuroscience reveals that strong emotional memories activate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing emotions. This activation strengthens the neural pathways associated with the memory, making it more vivid and harder to forget. For example, a moment of public embarrassment may trigger feelings of shame. These feelings might resurface whenever we encounter similar situations, regardless of how trivial they are. Each time the memory reappears, the emotional groove it carves in our brain becomes deeper. This is why even decades-old painful memories can feel as fresh as if they happened yesterday. The brain's tendency to prioritize emotional memories over neutral ones ensures that these moments remain etched in our consciousness. Furthermore, emotions tied to memories often create a self-reinforcing loop. When we revisit a painful memory, the accompanying emotions resurface, intensifying the memory's impact. This feedback loop not only makes these memories harder to let go, but also increases their ability to influence our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions in the present. Identity and attachment, the stories we tell ourselves. Our memories don't just reflect past experiences, they shape our sense of self. The stories we tell ourselves about who we are often originate from how we interpret these memories. For instance, someone who experiences repeated failures in school may internalize the belief, "I am not smart enough," while another who has endured betrayal might conclude, "I am unworthy of love." These self-definitions become part of our identity, influencing how we see ourselves and how we interact with the world. This attachment to self-defining memories can be both empowering and limiting. Positive memories of achievements and joyful moments can boost self-esteem and resilience. However, negative memories can trap us in cycles of self-doubt and unworthiness. The more we cling to these memories, the more power they have to dictate our present reality. A person who views themselves as inadequate based on a past failure might avoid taking risks or pursuing opportunities, perpetuating a narrative of insufficiency. Psychologists describe this phenomenon as cognitive bias, the tendency to interpret new experiences through the lens of existing beliefs. By attaching ourselves to specific memories, we reinforce these biases, making it harder to challenge or revise the narratives we've constructed about ourselves. This cycle of attachment and reinforcement creates a mental prison where our past defines our future. The Buddhist perspective, letting go of clinging. Buddhism offers profound insights into the nature of memories and their role in human suffering. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy is the concept of upadana, or clinging. This refers to the mind's tendency to grasp at experiences, whether they are pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Clinging arises from the illusion that these experiences are permanent and central to our identity. From a Buddhist perspective, memories are impermanent phenomena. Like all things, they arise, persist for a time, and eventually fade. However, our resistance to this natural impermanence causes suffering. When we cling to pleasant memories, we experience longing and dissatisfaction with the present. When we cling to painful memories, we prolong our suffering by replaying the associated emotions and stories. Buddhism teaches that liberation begins with recognizing the impermanent and constructed nature of memories. Through mindfulness practices, we can observe memories as mental events rather than absolute truths. This shift in perspective allows us to see them for what they are, fleeting thoughts passing through the mind. By detaching from the emotional charge of memories and the narratives they create, we open the door to freedom from their grip. Practical steps toward healing and integration. While understanding the nature of memories is an important first step, applying this knowledge in daily life requires intentional effort and practice. Here are some approaches that can help. 1. Mindfulness meditation. Life isn't just about getting our work done. Mindfulness involves observing thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we create space between ourselves and our memories, allowing us to see them as transient mental phenomena rather than fixed realities. This practice can weaken the emotional grip of painful memories and reduce their impact on our well-being. 2. Reframing narratives. Challenging and reframing the stories we tell ourselves about our memories is crucial for breaking free from their hold. For example, instead of interpreting a past failure as a sign of inadequacy, we can view it as a learning opportunity that contributed to our growth. This shift in perspective helps us rewrite the narratives that define our identity. 3. Therapeutic approaches. Techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help identify and challenge distorted beliefs rooted in past memories. Additionally, practices like eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, MR, have been shown to reduce the emotional intensity of traumatic memories, making them easier to process and integrate. 4. Cultivating self-compassion. Treating ourselves with kindness and understanding when revisiting painful memories can alleviate their emotional impact. Self-compassion involves recognizing our shared humanity and embracing our imperfections, allowing us to move forward without being weighed down by guilt or shame. 5. Embracing impermanence. Internalizing the Buddhist principle of impermanence can transform our relationship with memories. By accepting that all experiences, including memories, are transient, we can let go of the need to cling to them. This acceptance brings a sense of peace and freedom, enabling us to live more fully in the present. The nature of memories is deeply intertwined with emotion, identity, and perception. Painful memories persist because of their emotional weight and the stories we attach to them, shaping how we see ourselves and the world. However, by understanding their impermanent and constructed nature, we can begin to free ourselves from their grip. Buddhism offers a path to liberation through mindfulness and detachment, teaching us to observe memories without clinging to them. By integrating these principles with therapeutic and self-compassionate practices, we can transform our relationship with the past. In doing so, we reclaim the power to define our present and future, unburdened by the shadows of yesterday. Practical steps to overcome past memories. Liberation from the past is a journey that requires both insight and consistent practice. Overcoming the weight of memories doesn't mean forgetting your experiences, but transforming them into a source of growth and strength. Below are detailed, actionable steps to help you move forward and reclaim your present with clarity and courage. 1. Acknowledge and accept your past. 2. Acknowledging and accepting your past is the first step toward freedom. Without confronting your memories, they will continue to linger, affecting your emotional and mental well-being. This process involves both honesty and self-compassion. Face your memories. Suppressing or avoiding painful experiences only intensifies their power over you. Instead, make an effort to confront them directly. This might involve journaling, where you write about your memories and emotions in a safe, personal space. Alternatively, sharing your thoughts with a trusted friend or therapist can provide relief. Speaking about past experiences aloud often diminishes their intensity and helps you process them more effectively. Acceptance without judgment. Acceptance is not the same as condoning or approving of mistakes and events. It's about acknowledging that these moments are part of your journey and have contributed to your growth. Remind yourself that your past actions were based on the knowledge and resources available to you at the time. Approach these memories with curiosity rather than judgment, asking, "What can I learn from this?" 2. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that anchors you in the present moment, helping you observe your thoughts and feelings without becoming entangled in them. It fosters a sense of awareness and acceptance that is crucial for overcoming past memories. Meditation. Dedicate 10 to 20 minutes each day to quiet meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When thoughts or memories surface, acknowledge them without judgment, and gently return your focus to your breath. This practice trains your mind to observe thoughts as temporary events, reducing their grip on your emotions. Gratitude journaling. Develop a habit of reflecting on the positive aspects of your life. Write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for each day. This simple exercise shifts your focus from regret and negativity to abundance and positivity. Over time, it cultivates a mindset that prioritizes the good over the burdens of the past. Body awareness exercises, practices like yoga, tai chi, or mindful walking help you reconnect with your body and ground yourself in the present moment. These activities release emotional tension stored in the body and bring a sense of calm and balance. 3. Transform regret into wisdom. Regret is a natural response to past mistakes, but it doesn't have to weigh you down. With the right mindset, regret can become a powerful teacher that guides you towards self-improvement. Ask reflective questions. Instead of fixating on what went wrong, ask questions that promote growth. For instance, what can I learn from this experience? Or, how can I use this lesson to improve my future decisions? These reflective exercises shift your focus from guilt to growth. Reframe regret. Change the narrative around your past. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't have done that," reframe it as, "Because of that experience, I've learned to handle similar situations better." This approach helps you view mistakes as stepping stones rather than obstacles. Create a personal mantra. Develop a mantra that encapsulates your growth mindset, such as, "I learn and grow from every experience," or "My past does not define me, my actions today do." Repeat this mantra daily to reinforce your progress and shift your mindset. 4. Let go of emotional attachments. Letting go doesn't mean erasing memories, but reducing their emotional intensity. It involves disentangling your feelings from the events, allowing you to remember without reliving the pain. Visualization techniques. Affirmations for release. Incorporate empowering affirmations into your daily routine, such as, "I release what no longer serves me," or "I am free from the weight of the past." These affirmations help rewire your mind to focus on liberation and healing. To boundaries of understanding to safety. These techniques, like dancing or mindfulness, for deeply ingrained emotional attachments, consider seeking help from a therapist. Techniques like EMDR, eye movement desensitization, and reprocessing are specifically designed to process and diminish the emotional intensity of traumatic memories. 5. Cultivate forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing harmful actions, but about freeing yourself from the resentment and bitterness that keep you tethered to the past. It's a gift you give to yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself by recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that self-compassion is a cornerstone of healing. Reflect on the circumstances that led to your actions and remind yourself that growth often comes from imperfection. Repeat affirmations such as, "I am worthy of love and forgiveness," to reinforce your journey toward self-acceptance. Forgive others. Forgive others. Holding on to anger or resentment toward others only prolongs your suffering. Write a letter to the person who hurt you, even if you never send it. Express your feelings and state your decision to forgive, focusing on your own liberation rather than their actions. Practice loving kindness meditation. During meditation, silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy," "May I be free from suffering," and extend these wishes to others, including those who have hurt you. This practice fosters a sense of peace and emotional freedom, making forgiveness more accessible. By integrating these steps into your daily life, you create a pathway to healing and transformation. Overcoming past memories is not about erasing them, but about changing your relationship with them. Through acknowledgement, mindfulness, learning, release, and forgiveness, you reclaim your present and step confidently into a future defined by resilience and growth. Every step you take is a testament to your strength and your commitment to living fully in the present. The philosophical lens, impermanence and control. Embracing impermanence. The truth of anicca is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy, underscoring the transient nature of all phenomena. Our memories, emotions, and even identities are in constant flux, much like the ceaseless flow of a river. This recognition challenges the human tendency to cling to stability, permanence, and certainty, a tendency that often leads to frustration and suffering. By embracing impermanence, we not only accept the inevitability of change, but also find liberation from the futile struggle to hold on to what is fleeting. In this acceptance lies the potential for profound transformation, as we learn to navigate life with a fluid, adaptable perspective, rather than rigid expectations. This concept extends beyond mere acceptance. It is an invitation to reframe our experiences. Impermanence is not inherently a cause for despair, but rather a source of dynamism and possibility. It encourages us to appreciate the present moment fully, knowing that it is unique and ephemeral. In letting go of attachment to outcomes or fixed identities, we make space for growth and the emergence of new possibilities. Impermanence becomes a guide to living authentically, fostering resilience and creativity in the face of life's uncertainties, which means you're living life with pride, recognizing what is within our control. In contrast to the ever-changing external world, the one domain over which we have influence lies within our responses. The world outside, comprised of other people's actions, past events, or unexpected circumstances, operates beyond our control. However, we possess the power to shape how we perceive and react to these situations. This insight is not merely a theoretical exercise, but a profound shift in perspective that enables us to reclaim our agency. By cultivating mindful reactions, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and understanding. Mindfulness teaches us to pause and observe, rather than react impulsively. This practice creates a space where we can choose responses that align with our values and aspirations, rather than being driven by habitual patterns or emotional turbulence. In doing so, we break free from the cycles of suffering, often perpetuated by resistance, anger, or despair. Moreover, recognizing the boundary between what we can and cannot control fosters emotional equanimity. It allows us to relinquish futile attempts to change the unchangeable and redirect our energy toward constructive action. This perspective does not advocate passivity, but rather encourages a focused and empowered approach to life. By attending to our inner world, we cultivate resilience, compassion, and clarity, qualities that ripple outward, influencing how we engage with the external world. In this way, the philosophical lens of impermanence and control becomes a transformative framework for navigating the complexities of existence. Building a supportive environment. Transformation is one of the most profound yet challenging journeys a person can undertake. It involves stepping into the unknown, embracing growth, and breaking free from habits or thought patterns that no longer serve you. While personal dedication and inner resolve are crucial, the role of a supportive environment cannot be overstated. A compassionate community acts as a foundation that helps individuals stay grounded, motivated, and resilient throughout their journey. By surrounding yourself with the right people and practices, you can create a nurturing space that empowers you to achieve meaningful change. Below are ways to build and maintain such a supportive environment. Seek like-minded individuals. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in shaping your mindset and behaviors. Choosing to connect with like-minded individuals allows you to build a network of support that uplifts and inspires you. These individuals may include friends, family members, mentors, colleagues, or members of communities with shared interests and values. Engaging with such people fosters a sense of belonging and shared purpose. They can offer encouragement during moments of self-doubt, celebrate your successes, and provide guidance when you encounter challenges. For instance, a mentor who has undergone a similar transformation can offer valuable insights, while a peer working towards similar goals can motivate you through shared accountability. Furthermore, being surrounded by individuals who inspire you can counteract negativity and reinforce your commitment to change. When doubts creep in, their belief in your potential serves as a powerful reminder of your own capabilities. These connections often become a source of strength and resilience, encouraging you to persevere, even when the path feels uncertain. Story: Emma's journey to find like-minded friends. Emma, a young professional struggling with stress and burnout, decided to take control of her well-being by embracing mindfulness. She joined a local yoga class, hoping to meet others with similar goals. At first, she felt hesitant to connect, but over time, Emma struck up conversations with a few classmates who shared her struggles and aspirations. One of them, Sarah, invited Emma to a meditation retreat. Through this retreat, Emma met a group of people who became her support system. They exchanged ideas, encouraged each other's growth, and celebrated milestones together. Emma realized that finding like-minded individuals was not only comforting, but transformative, as these relationships helped her stay committed to her journey. Join mindfulness groups. Another effective way to cultivate a supportive environment is by participating in mindfulness groups or communities that focus on personal growth. These groups provide a collective space for shared learning and practice, creating an atmosphere of mutual encouragement. Whether it involves meditation sessions, workshops, or online forums, being part of a mindfulness group can significantly enhance your journey. Practicing mindfulness in a group setting offers several benefits. First, it fosters accountability. Regularly engaging with a group ensures consistency in your practice, as you are less likely to skip sessions when others are counting on your participation. Second, it reduces feelings of isolation. Knowing that others are also working to overcome similar challenges can create a sense of camaraderie and shared understanding. Moreover, group practices often introduce you to diverse perspectives and techniques. For example, a fellow participant might share a meditation method that resonates deeply with you, enriching your personal practice. The collective energy of a group can also amplify your experience, making moments of reflection and growth feel more profound. Over time, these group interactions may evolve into meaningful relationships, further strengthening your support network. Story. John had always struggled with managing his emotions, often feeling overwhelmed by stress at work. One day, he decided to join a weekly mindfulness group at his community center. At first, John felt skeptical, unsure if the practice would help him. However, as he began meditating with the group, he found solace in their shared energy and openness. Members of the group shared their personal strategies for mindfulness, and John began applying these practices in his daily life. Over time, he not only noticed a reduction in his stress levels, but also formed close friendships with group members who supported him through his ups and downs. The group became a cornerstone of his personal growth. Share your story. Transformation is deeply personal, but it is also a universal experience. Sharing your journey with others can be a powerful way to foster connection, inspire others, and reinforce your own growth. When you open up about your struggles, breakthroughs, and aspirations, you allow others to see your authentic self, which can create deeper, more meaningful relationships. Being vulnerable about your transformation requires courage, but offers immense rewards. It fosters a sense of empathy and understanding, as others often see reflections of their own experiences in your story. For example, discussing the challenges you faced and how you overcame them might provide someone else with the tools or confidence to tackle their own obstacles. Similarly, sharing your victories, no matter how small, can encourage others to celebrate their progress and keep moving forward. Sharing your story also benefits your own journey. Reflecting on your experiences and articulating them to others can help you gain clarity about the lessons you've learned and the progress you've made. It allows you to recognize and appreciate your growth, reinforcing your sense of purpose and motivation. In addition, the act of sharing can create a ripple effect, inspiring others to share their stories and build a culture of mutual support and encouragement. Story. Mia's healing through storytelling. After battling anxiety for years, Mia found solace in journaling her thoughts. Eventually, she decided to share her story during a community mental health event. As she spoke about her struggles and the tools she used to manage her anxiety, she noticed how her words resonated with others in the audience. Several people approached her afterward, expressing gratitude and sharing their own journeys. This experience not only strengthened Mia's confidence, but also deepened her understanding of the power of vulnerability. By sharing her story, she realized she was helping others heal while reinforcing her own resilience. Create a safe and compassionate space. Building a supportive environment goes beyond finding the right people or groups. It also involves creating spaces where you feel safe, valued, and understood. This might mean setting boundaries with individuals who drain your energy or create negativity, ensuring that your interactions and relationships align with your goals and values. It can also involve cultivating physical spaces that promote relaxation and focus, such as a dedicated meditation area or a clutter-free workspace. Compassion is a cornerstone of this environment. A compassionate community not only offers encouragement, but also provides a judgment-free zone where you can explore your transformation without fear of criticism. Whether it's a friend offering a listening ear or a group member sharing similar struggles, compassion creates an atmosphere of trust, and support that empowers you to take risks and embrace change. The role of accountability partners. Accountability is another crucial aspect of a supportive environment. Having an accountability partner, someone who shares your goals and checks in regularly, can be incredibly motivating. This person can help you stay on track, celebrate your achievements, and remind you of your why when the journey feels tough. Whether it's a friend, coach, or peer from a mindfulness group, an accountability partner serves as both a cheerleader and a gentle reminder of your commitments. Accountability partnerships are most effective when built on mutual trust and shared purpose. Regular check-ins, whether through in-person meetings, phone calls, or messages, can keep you aligned with your goals. Over time, these partnerships often evolve into deep, reciprocal relationships that provide enduring support. The ripple effect of a supportive environment. A compassionate community does more than provide encouragement. It creates a ripple effect of positivity and growth. When you build and engage with a supportive environment, you not only benefit from it but also contribute to it. Your journey and insights can inspire others, and your presence in the community can help strengthen its collective energy. Together, you and your community members can create a cycle of mutual growth and empowerment, making transformation a shared, enriching experience. In conclusion, transformation is undoubtedly a challenging journey, but it becomes far more achievable when undertaken within a supportive environment. By seeking like-minded individuals, joining mindfulness groups, sharing your story, and creating spaces of compassion and accountability, you lay the foundation for sustained growth and meaningful change. A compassionate community not only supports you, but also allows you to support others, creating a shared journey of transformation that uplifts everyone involved. Meditation, the gateway to inner peace. Meditation has long been revered as a powerful tool for self-reflection and healing. In the realm of emotional well-being, it offers a gentle pathway to confront and release the burdens of the past. Painful memories and unresolved emotions can linger in our minds, creating emotional blocks that prevent us from fully living in the present. Through meditation, we can cultivate a state of mindfulness and learn to let go of the pain, embracing a more peaceful and centered life. One effective meditation practice for releasing emotional weight is the letting go meditation. This practice is designed to help you confront your memories with compassion and detachment, allowing you to process and release them without judgment. By visualizing the act of letting go, you can create a mental and emotional space for healing. Below is an expanded guide to this meditation, enriched with insights and suggestions to enhance its effectiveness. Letting Go Meditation, a step-by-step guide. 1. Create your sanctuary. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can meditate without interruptions. This might be a corner of your room, a quiet spot in nature, or even a dedicated meditation area in your home. Dim the lights if indoors, or choose a serene time of day if outdoors. Use a cushion, chair, or yoga mat to ensure that your posture is both comfortable and supportive. Creating a space where you feel safe and at ease is essential to fully immerse yourself in the practice. 2. Settle into your body. Begin by sitting in a relaxed but upright posture. Let your hands rest gently on your knees or in your lap. Close your eyes to minimize distractions and take a few slow, deep breaths. Feel the rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out, grounding you in the present moment. Notice any tension in your body and consciously release it with each exhale. Allow yourself to settle into a state of calm readiness. 3. Connect with your breath. Your breath is a natural anchor that keeps you grounded in the present. Focus on the sensation of the air entering through your nose, filling your lungs, and leaving through your mouth. If your mind begins to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This process of returning to the breath helps cultivate mindfulness and prepares your mind for the visualization exercise. 4. Visualize the flowing river. In your mind's eye, imagine a flowing river. The water is clear and serene, reflecting the light of the sun or moon above. This river represents the flow of time and life itself, always moving forward. Its gentle current carries away anything placed upon it. Take a moment to observe this river in detail. Its sound, the way the water moves, and the feeling of peace it brings. Imagine this. You are standing by the riverbank, holding a small box filled with leaves. Each leaf represents a painful memory or an emotion you've been holding on to. You take the first leaf, marked with the memory of a recent argument that left you feeling hurt. As you place it on the river, you watch it float away. The further it drifts, the lighter your chest feels. You then take another leaf. This one represents a lingering regret from years ago. Again, you place it on the water and watch it disappear downstream. With each leaf, you notice your shoulders relaxing, your breath deepening, and a sense of relief washing over you. 5. Place your memories on the leaves. Begin identifying the painful memories, emotions, or thoughts that have been weighing you down. Visualize each one as a leaf, unique in shape and color. With every exhale, imagine placing one of these leaves onto the surface of the river. Watch as the current carries it away, slowly at first, then further and further downstream until it disappears from view. Trust in the process, knowing that the river is taking these burdens away, leaving you lighter and freer. 6. Use affirmations to reinforce your intention. As you release each memory, silently or softly repeat the affirmation, "I release what no longer serves me." Let the words resonate deeply within you. These affirmations act as a reminder of your intention to let go and invite a sense of liberation into your heart. If a particular memory feels difficult to release, don't rush. Stay with it, breathe, and repeat the affirmation until you feel ready to let it go. 7. Close with gratitude. Once you've placed all your burdens onto the river, take a moment to express gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up to this practice, for the courage to face your emotions, and for the willingness to let go. You can also extend gratitude to the memories themselves, for the lessons they may have taught you, even if they were painful. This act of gratitude fosters a sense of closure and completion. 8. Reflect and transition back to the present. When you feel ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the present. Wiggle your fingers and toes, take a few deep breaths, and gently open your eyes. Take a moment to notice how you feel, lighter, calmer, or more grounded. If you have a journal nearby, consider writing down your thoughts, feelings, or any insights you gained during the meditation. Journaling can help solidify the experience and provide a record of your healing journey. Why letting go meditation works. The letting go meditation combines mindfulness, visualization, and affirmations to create a holistic approach to emotional release. Visualization engages the mind in a symbolic act of release, making abstract emotions more tangible and manageable. The repetition of affirmations reinforces a sense of empowerment and intention, helping to reframe the way you perceive and interact with your memories. By practicing this meditation regularly, you can gradually unburden yourself from the weight of the past and cultivate a more peaceful and present-focused state of being. Tips for deepening your practice. Be patient with yourself. Healing is not linear, and some memories may take longer to release than others. Approach the practice with patience and self-compassion. Incorporate rituals. Enhance your meditation by lighting a candle, burning incense, or playing soft, calming music to create a soothing atmosphere. Repeat regularly. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to let go. Aim to include this meditation in your routine, whether daily or weekly. Seek support if needed. If certain memories feel too overwhelming to process alone, consider seeking guidance from a therapist or meditation teacher. By dedicating time to this meditation, you honor your own healing process and take an important step toward inner peace. Letting go is not about forgetting, but about freeing yourself from the emotional weight that holds you back. Through this practice, you can learn to embrace the present with clarity, resilience, and an open heart. Final reflections. Embrace the present moment. The past is a teacher, not a jailer. While it can inform and guide us, it does not have to define us. The present moment is where life unfolds, a sacred space where healing and transformation are always possible. The Buddha's wisdom offers a timeless reminder. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Let us take this to heart. Release the burdens of yesterday. Embrace the opportunities of today. And walk forward with grace, wisdom, and compassion. You are not your past. You are the creator of your future. What will you choose to create today?